What's up, guys? In today's video, I want to talk about Amazon merch sales slowing down. So I was looking at some various Facebook groups that I'm in with Amazon merch sellers, kind of getting a feel for the sentiment about what's been going on this past week. And I noticed a common theme that a lot of people have seen a decline in their sales. Now, again, I don't have any contacts at Amazon merch. I am just a YouTuber, but in this video, I want to kind of speculate at what may be happening that's resulting in so many of us seeing lower than average sales. I'm not immune to it. My sales have been down lately. I do post them to Instagram every single day on my stories. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you can keep up with my day-to-day sales there. I post my FBA sales, merch sales, and Printful to Amazon sales. But yeah, in this video, I want to talk about what may be, we're going to speculate a little bit, what may be behind the decline in Amazon merch sales, and also talk about, what can we do about it? So let's get started. Real quick reminder, I run a free weekly print-on-demand giveaway. You can enter using the link at the top of the description. It takes like 10 seconds. Also down there, I've got a link to my free Merch by Amazon 7-day mini course. All I need is your email. I'll send you one lesson a day. And I've got an Amazon merch Facebook group if you would like to join. That is one of the main places I go to keep my finger on the pulse of the community. And of course, the comment section on my videos. So if you guys want to drop me a note, you guys know what to do. But you can find links to everything in the description. So I had mentioned, let me hide myself really quickly, that my sales have been on the decline just a little bit lately, right in line with what most people have been saying on, the Facebook groups and whatnot. You can kind of see based on the chart behind me, and this is from February 1st through today, March 14th. You can kind of see that my sales have been on the decline. Even yesterday, Sunday, I did make a decent number of sales, but my royalties still came in at under $100. Now, I have heard speculation, and that is the key word, speculating here. I don't know this to be true, that maybe there is some sort of an algorithm that keeps sellers right around the same number of sales a day. It could either be number of sales a day or royalties per day. Okay, but I've heard people speculate about this. I've heard more than one. Like, I've heard definitely a bunch of people, and it's not that we actually have any reason to think it's true, but I mean, I've noticed it too, right? If we stay on top of our daily sales and our daily metrics, you may tend to see kind of consistencies about this, right? And it could just be a function of the ebbs and flows of, real humans on Earth just searching for things on Amazon and finding, and you making the same number of sales each day. I mean, it could just be a natural thing. But when you start to see that kind of repetition of numbers, it also could be pretty easily algorithmically driven. And the people who do really, really well, that are exceptional sellers, I think the ones that I know of tend to lean very heavily on advertising. And it's not that I don't advertise, but a lot of my ads are really generic auto campaigns, because you can launch them at scale, kind of very easily. You can copy paste 1,000 ASINs at a time, 999 to be exact, and into different ad groups, and you can just let Amazon kind of figure out what keywords to advertise on, which also helps your listings, helps Amazon's algorithm learn what keywords to associate with your listings. But I was just going to say that the people who tend to really thrive and go above and beyond, I do think are more or less using ads to do that. And I'm not trying to say, hey, anything bad about ads. I love ads. I just wish I had more time in the day to set up manual ad campaigns for all of my listings that are optimized. It's just not enough time for me to do all of them that I'd like to. So what can we do, or what may be the reason behind this? I'm thinking that because this is happening around a big holiday, and you heard me speculate about St. Patrick's Day in previous videos, St. Patrick's Day is a holiday related to merch, related to clothing, right? It's a holiday. It's not that holiday shirts sell all the time. We know that. But not every holiday is created equal in the eyes of a print-on-demand seller. Not every holiday requires people to go buy a new article of clothing that is a certain color, right? But we know St. Patrick's Day kind of does that, right? You got to wear green. So you could have the black shirt with the green design, or you could have the green shirt with a design that just looks good on a green shirt. I pointed out a couple days ago, or what day was it? I pointed out that Amazon had been selling out of some SKUs of their green shirts. The Kelly green shirts were selling out in certain fit type and size combinations. And what that's kind of indicative of is definitely a surge in sales. And we had looked at some of the BSRs just earlier, in the middle of last week. I did a video on what was at the time the best selling St. Patrick's Day shirt. And I believe the BSR was in the 2000s, so it's not that there isn't always a BSR shirt of 2,000 selling through Merch by Amazon. So that's kind of indicative of, hey, a lot of people are purchasing a lot of shirts right now, although they were very concentrated as well. And it is possible, hey, real life humans have to perform some manual actions to create and ship out these products. Maybe, the merch facilities were getting a little overloaded with sales. I'm not saying that I have any information to confirm this, but at least that would make a little bit of sense, right? If they are struggling to keep up with the volume of sales, well, hey, it's a simple, algorithm tweak to have maybe a little bit less merch products showing up, being indexed in search results temporarily, right? It doesn't have to be a permanent thing. We've seen it done in the past around like holiday season, December season, where there was a year, and this was years ago too. So I feel bad like bringing up things that are years ago that may never happen again. But it was probably like December 2019, if I remember correctly. Might have been 2018, where really if you weren't advertising, it was like very hard to make sales. Everybody had really high hopes for that Christmas. And then a lot of people just came in super, super low, like fractionally low than what they were hoping for. People planning on making 10,000 a month were making like 1,000 if they were lucky, because their shirts just weren't getting shown in search results. So don't think that they can't algorithmically control that like an on-off switch, guys. They for sure can. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but when I start seeing lots of people with similar stories all around the same time, the wheels start to spin in my head of like, oh, what could be happening and why might it be happening? So my guess is that either, like I said, but the world ebbs and flows, by the way. Like there are times where people buy a lot of shirts. There's times where people don't buy a lot of shirts. You can go to Google Trends, by the way, and while they don't give you the actual search volume, they give you relative search volume over a historical basis when you type in various, keywords and things to search for. So you can probably just type in like buy t-shirt and see like what months more people are searching for buy t-shirt than other months, and it could also just be that maybe less people are looking to buy t-shirts this past week, but it really seems like this past week there's been a drop off in sales. So what can we do if we are seeing a drop off in our Merch by Amazon sales? Well, fortunately, we have a lot of options as far as being print on demand sellers. Like I'm assuming we're selling on Merch by Amazon and we're tracking our sales daily because, what supersedes the whole merch ecosystem, right? Why do we even know about it? Why do we spend our time doing it? It's probably because we want to make money, right? We just want to make money and we want to make passive money. And we are doing a specific business model called print on demand. Well, if you're selling print on demand, guys, you can also upload your same designs to very similar products via Seller Central. Okay, so you're still going to get indexed on Amazon's catalog, but I think this imaginary switch that may or may not exist. Again, I can't confirm it exists, but I think that they can kind of turn on, turn off the merch listings from appearing in search results, or at least like maybe not like a hard on off, but a percentage basis maybe. Well, we've seen this happen in the past when there was actually a hard off, when that was when COVID happened in like April 2020, right? The whole month there were no merch sales. Everybody had zero sales. Well, people who had uploaded to Seller Central were still making a ton of sales and a massive increase in sales, myself included, because hey, we basically had that contingency plan. We were ready in case anything, they turned off the well for Merch by Amazon. So spend some of this time if your sales on merch aren't as high and it's harder to justify the, you should still obviously keep, a long-term business perspective on Merch by Amazon, but also, if you've been putting it off, starting that Seller Central account, consider doing it today. There's no reason not to in my mind, occupying more online real estate, doubling the amount of online real estate in the Amazon catalog that you occupy with your same product designs, right? Listed on a shirt through merch, listed on a shirt through Seller Central. You should see an increase in sales. Most people would agree with that, right? You can upload to Etsy. All right. And I'm putting this in a specific order, guys. I think Seller Central should take precedence over Etsy most of the time, at least in this case. If the whole point of this video is that merch sales are slowing down, well, hey, maybe Seller Central sales will pick up. I sold at least one yesterday of a hoodie through Seller Central. And I'm pretty sure I offer the same design on a hoodie in merch just yesterday. All right. And for whatever reason, someone paid me more to buy it through Seller Central than I was charging on merch. Actually, it might have been the same price now that I think about it. All right, you can also upload to Etsy though. Again, same concept, occupy more online real estate, make it easier for customers looking to buy what you're selling to find you. Think about what I just said. Make it easy for customers looking to buy what you're selling to find you. Okay, that could mean Google indexes your link to Etsy and sends them from Google to Etsy. It could mean, hey, they just go straight to Etsy, they do a keyword search, boom, you're there. Because if you're not there, guess what? They're not going to find you. you must be there to be found. You already know that, but I'm just reminding you. These are like high level perspectives that can make a big difference over time. Okay, so get your Etsy shop started. I'll put a link in the description too if you haven't opened a shop, so that you get 40 free listings if you open your Etsy shop, because there's no reason not to take those 40 free listings. And if you don't use somebody's link, you don't get 40 free. So use that link if you haven't. Upload to eBay. Okay, not a lot of people take eBay seriously. Over time, on eBay, if you make sales, you will get to sell. You'll get to list more products. So it's something you kind of want to scale up over time, similar to Amazon merch. But you're going to see way more sales on Merch by Amazon, in my experience, than you are on eBay. But eBay, you can still make good money. I had some months last year on eBay making $1,000 profit. Okay, and I mean that's with me just kind of really not taking eBay too seriously, just very lightly on the sides. But if I have bestsellers, you better believe I'm putting them on eBay. Upload to Redbubble. Okay. I do get, I read all my emails myself. I'm not asking for everybody to like blow me up with emails or anything, but like when you email me, I read them and I pretty much respond to most of them too. A lot of the common things I read are, why am I not getting sales on Redbubble? And it's like, well, Redbubble, I just remind you, is the lowest barrier of entry for all these major like primary e-commerce platforms for print on demand. So it's not that you can't make money on Redbubble. It's just that it's going to be tough. All right. And the last thing I want is for you to say, I'm going to start a print on demand business. I'm going to start on Redbubble. Oh, I'm not successful on Redbubble, therefore I won't be successful with print on demand. No, I think that happens too often. Redbubble makes it easy to start, which means you're going to have a ton of people starting and listing there, and there's going to be a lot of competition. And low barrier of entry equals high competition. Definitely diversify. That's the whole point of what I've been talking about in this video. You can sell digital files. You can sell your merch designs, by the way. And I would recommend these digital files using MyDesigns software, okay? Which is, by the way, still free. And I still have that full playlist from about a month ago available on my YouTube channel. So, and it's pretty much what you need in the order you need it. I will link to that in the description, to MyDesigns to get your free account, and to the playlist so that you guys can get started. I know some people look at me crazy when I say you can sell your design files, but if you think about it, again, when we sell a design on a insert product name, we're just making money, okay? We're just locking in a sale, making money. Now, if you sell your design.png and not on a product, on a insert product name, what are you doing? You're just making money, right? It's the reverse engineer your end goal. If you're doing it to make money, then just make money. Be happy, okay? Be happy that you made some money. You don't have to agree with me too, by the way. You don't have to sell your designs as digital files, but like keep in mind that like half the reason why the thievery is so rampant is because Merch by Amazon still makes our full resolution transparent PNGs available on the front end. Yes, they still do that. And don't be mad at me for saying it, by the way. That's why there are so many, ripped off designs. It's because you can write a bot that steals all of them and reposts them, and people do it. You know what I mean? People with like, they want that profit, and they have no ethics, and it happens, and I'm not trying to justify it, but it sucks. But at least if you list them for sale yourself, you can get paid, You might want to start a YouTube channel. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. If you start a channel, you may end up liking it. It's going to get easier and easier. You're going to get better and better over time. And if you got a good story to tell, and you don't want to start a channel, by the way, email me. I love having people on to tell their stories on my channel if you think it'll be a good fit. You can create a gig on Fiverr creating print-on-demand designs, or maybe your expertise is in like Amazon merch SEO or something. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of ways to monetize what we do. Think a little bit outside the box. Right? I'm giving you, like, we stayed inside the box and now we're kind of broadening the scope. It's like, oh yeah, tell your story on YouTube, sell your design files. It's the same thing as selling them on a shirt, to me at least. Create a gig on Fiverr and get paid to design, right? Lock in the profits ahead of time. Lots of ways to monetize it, guys. So just because your sales are down on Merch by Amazon, take this time to maybe branch out and do those other things that have been on your to-do list that, now it's a little bit easier to justify sidestepping Merch by Amazon just for a temporary short period of time, because the sales aren't what they should be normally. Okay. Those are my thoughts. Oh yeah, I forgot one more. This one's a little bit different than the previous ones on this list, because with Amazon FBA, it takes money to make money, but you can start your own private label business. I'm expecting a decent 2022. I have some new products that I'm currently waiting to be manufactured. I mean, they're being manufactured overseas. I cannot wait for them to be imported and for me to launch them this year. And once those are shipped out, I've been seeing my inventory restrictions increase you know, slowly but surely on Amazon, which is giving me some leg room to launch maybe even another new product this year. So if you guys would like me to do more FBA content, please let me know in the comments below. It's tough because the YouTube algorithm doesn't promote it as well as I would like. It definitely promotes my print on demand content pretty well. So that's why I do a lot of that here, but I still sell FBA and I still strongly believe in this as a business model. But guys, that's it. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you for watching this far. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. And if you have any questions or feedback or ideas for other ways to make money while merch sales are down, let me know in the comments below. By the way, before I leave, wanted to remind you, I have a full Merch by Amazon course walking you through how I went from tier 10 to tier 200,000. If you want to learn more, there's a link in the description. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.